that Africa is not poor because its people do not work too hard, but Africa is poor because its productivity is too low. You see, in the book Why Africa is Poor by Greg Mills continues to inspire and give very valid examples, hitting to the point. And you see, if Greg Mills was not reading into my mind, then I was reading into his mind, because I've spoken about this before. The sectoral contribution to the Africa's GDP, agriculture was one of them. You see, among them, agriculture contributes slightly about 25% to Africa's GDP, and the iron part of it is that over 70% of Africa's population is dependent on that sector. You know, that means that even all the people in the agriculture sector, or the people who depend on the agriculture sector on their daily basis for their livelihoods, what they get there is too low, too minimum to sustain them on a daily basis. That until today, African countries still import much of their food. With a population of over 1.4 billion people, still importation happens. And do you know what size of land Africa owns if it were to invest in the sector? Do you know what is crippling the agriculture sector? The importation. Because do you know what importation does? Importation actually, it cripples the farmers here, because investment is not being done in Africa. Instead of us investing in agriculture sector here in Africa, we're importing. You see, that is investing in other countries instead of investing for our own people. Over 1.4 billion people still importing food. And that is why agriculture is among the 3 critical sectors of development under the Change for African campaign.